Alright, good evening everybody. If you can hear me clearly, type Y in the chat box. If you can hear me clearly, type Y in the chat box. I know there's a couple of people that cannot. I know Larry cannot hear me. So let me put this audio. Call in if you cannot hear me. Oh, Larry says he can. Wow, I don't even see your microphone active. Alright, good deal. Well, welcome everybody. Those of you on the conference call line, if you go to liveonedream.info, that is liveonedream.info, you will be able to see everything that I'm speaking about tonight. Let me see if Dino can hear me. Because I don't see his microphone on. And Larry called into the conference call line, so that's good. Alright, Dino should know what to do here. Dino, turn on, click on the phone icon above the chat box. Alright, or call in. But everybody else can hear me clearly. Tonight, we're going to be doing something different. I think I've only done this one time, maybe a month and a half ago, which is we're going to go in detail about our compensation plan. And it's very good for you to understand the compensation plan so that you know the goals that you're shooting for. Everybody, we always talk about writing down your goals. And, of course, short-term and long-term goals, you've got to have something in there financial. What are your financial goals? And once you've picked out your financial goal on how much money you want to make in a certain given time, you must know what you have to do to get there. It's not just shooting a shotgun at the wall and seeing what sticks or throwing mud at the wall. You have to have a concise plan and know exactly what you have to do to execute. Now, during this presentation, I will be talking about the power of two and how to get to $2,400 a month in residual income. And that's a good short-term goal to make. But ultimately, you want to be able to walk off your job. So being able to know the comp plan and understand it is going to help you while you build your business and be able to strategically attack your business from all sides. So let's go ahead and get started. And I see we do have people on from overseas. In fact, I am in Los Angeles, California. It is 7:08 p.m. Saturday night. Those of you on the East Coast, it's 10:08 p.m. But in Japan, it is actually 11 a.m. Sunday. It's like they're a whole day ahead. Dino's on here, and he's looking at the past with us. So it's actually Sunday morning for Japan. The sun's still out for me out here in California. Even though it's 7 o'clock, the sun is still bright. And that same sun Dino's looking at, which is the morning time for him. So thank you guys for joining us tonight. You might want to be able to take notes. I am recording this for those who were not able to make it on. But if you need to take notes, that's okay. Before I go further, here's a website that you go to. In fact, I'll give you the direct link because we do have videos that talk about different segments of our compensation plan. And it is on our powerteammarketing.com site. But here is the direct link. So spend time studying this when you can. I know this comp plan so well now that I can't sleep at night when I think about it. It's one of the one things that I am very excited about being here. Because when you're pushing the volume through, no other company out there is going to pay out like this company. And I'm sure there are a lot of people and a lot of different companies that always make that type of a statement. I've been in this industry for 15 years. My last company I was in, I was earning between $17,000 to $25,000 a month, depending on the month. We put in over 6,000 people in business in a year and a half. I was ranked in the top 3,000 money earners in the world. If you don't believe me, go to businessforhome.org, type in top 8,000 money earners, and then in the search box, type my name. I didn't make it up. I've been around the block in this industry, and I've seen a lot of compensation plans. And I never like to be the hype guy, the cheerleader. I tell it like it is. The one thing about Shopping Sherlock's comp plan, it is not loaded heavy up front. This comp plan is designed for long-term residual income. So if you're that person that says, I need to make $10,000 next week, you're in the wrong place. If you're that person that says, if I don't make $20,000 a month in 60 days, I'm going to quit and go to another company, go ahead and go to another company right now. This is a marathon, not a sprint. And the only way to lose in this business is to quit. And why in the world would you? Because quitting basically means getting off your $34.95 monthly auto ship. That's what quitting means here. Why in the world would you drop that when you're saving more money by using the Sherlock so you can afford to remain in the business? Time is your friend in this business. You're getting paid through infinity. Infinity, which means the people that's going to make you the most amount of money. Only hear me clearly when I say this. The people that's going to make you the most amount of money, you're not going to even know, and they are going to be so far down your lineage, 10, 15 people removed from you. If you quit early, you never get that far. You guys understand that? The only way to lose is to quit. Now, I'm going to play for you. I'm going to play this video a little later on. I'm just letting it load, depending on the internet speed, because I see it is moving very slow tonight. Very slow. Just to let you guys know, this is our Saturday night. Normally we call it a mindset webinar. The last 2 weeks, that's what we've been doing. The first week we talked about going pro. Treating your business like a business, not a hobby. That's the mistake a lot of people make. They treat their business like a hobby but expect to earn CEO income. They don't. It's like an oxymoron. It doesn't go hand in hand. You have to treat this like a business. Last week we went over mindset, going over your why, your excitement, your work ethic, your desire, your mindset, your attitude. And I made a pretty good video out of it. I even put music behind it. That's something that I actually listen to every night before I go to sleep. I listen to it. And I learned from it, even though I'm the one that did the training. Like I said last week, whenever you guys see me doing a training, this is not my information. This is information that was taught to me. And what I do is I put my own experience on top of it. But it is not my information. So you can learn from it. I learn from it all the time. So I hope you guys gained some value out of those last couple of weeks. This week and next week we're going to be talking more about the mechanisms, the how. Even though I know I say don't focus on the why and not the how. But you still need to know the how. That's not where all your focus is, but you got to know it. So we're going to talk about the how over the next couple of weeks, and then we'll switch back to the personal development. You know, the stuff that changed my life, the reason why I earned the type of money that I earned. Well, I had my aha moment was the personal developments. The science of getting rich. Think and grow rich. Your wish is your command. Who moved my cheese? Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The law of success in 16 lessons. Millionaire mindset. And the list goes on and on and on. Personal development. The harder you work on yourself, the higher your bank account grows. So tonight we are going to talk and go over old school slides. Some of you might remember these. Some of you may see this for the first time. But detail on what our business is about. So let's go over this. Take a look here. And if, for whatever reason, the internet is moving slow, I'll switch to share screen, because I was having a little problem with these slides earlier. But to understand the comp plan, you got to know where's the money coming from. Why? It's because the industry that we're in, e-commerce, we are living through the greatest wealth transfer. E-commerce ended 2013 at $1.29 trillion and is increasing by 20+% yearly. Now, money flows like a river. Think about that. Money flows like a river. It is only resource. The more of it you have, the more you're able to do. Hope that makes sense to you guys. It's not about paper. It's about energy. It's a resource. And every single human being is fishing for money from the same river. Only difference is wealthy people have big boats and yachts, and they're in the middle of the river, and they have big fishing nets to capture most of the money. While the rest of us are sitting on the sidelines, sitting on the shores, with our one little fishing pole, fishing out of the same river. Now, occasionally, rivers can change direction. They can change course. They're not a constant. They don't always flow in the exact same pattern, the same way. And when a river decides to change course, what do the wealthy people do? They pull up anchor and they move with the river. What do the rest of the poor people do? The 97%ers do. They sit on the shoreline still attempting to fish from a dried up riverbed. And once we realize that there's no river left, there's no water, we go to the government, we go to our politicians, and we beg and plead for them to bring our jobs back. You ever heard that term that in a good economy, wealthy people make a lot of money? In a bad economy, wealthy people make even more money. You ever figured out why? They know things before we know it. So one way to get wealthy is also to follow the patterns of what wealthy people do. And in today's economy, when we're talking about e-commerce, let's take that second part of the name, commerce. Commerce is what makes the world go round. We work, we get paid, we spend our money. That's called commerce. Now, those of you from the beginning of time, if you built a city next to a river, you prospered more than if you built your city in the desert. Why? Because a river allowed you to move products, goods, services, and people much faster than any other means of transportation. But over the course of time, technology changed. We invented the railroads. You could thank the Commodore Vanderbilt for building the railroads that connected the East Coast and West Coast of the United States. You know that man was worth over $300 billion in today's money? Well, what was the importance of railroads? See, with the railroad, you no longer had to put shipments on a boat, ship it around the ocean just to get to the other side of the continent. Now you can do it directly across land and do it very fast. So now cities were built away from water because it had a railroad connection. That was an economic shift. As a matter of fact, that is the beginning of the Industrial Revolution in the United States of America. What made us as great as we are was the advent of the railroad. And as technology continued to change, we invented something else called highways. Cars, Henry Ford. Now we're able to transport people, goods, and services away from railroads. You no longer had to build a city with a railroad as long as it had roads that connected your city to other cities. That was another economic revolution. Those of you who remember the 90s, when Bill Clinton was in office, there was something called the North American Free Trade Agreement, called NAFTA. And it was between Canada, United States, and Mexico. And that was a huge, huge deal. They were essentially saying, we're getting rid of the borders. We can now do commerce between three nations. And the protesters were afraid that Mexican trucks will be barreling down our American highways and not following our laws and smuggling in illegal stuff. They were against it. What's taking place today makes NAFTA look like child's play. But I want you to understand the evolution of this process. Because of highways, you didn't have to own a railroad to transport goods. Now more people can start their own business. More people can use the highways to transport their goods and services, which created more wealth. Then something was invented called the airplane. Right? What did the airplane allow us to do? It connected the world. We can now fly from one end of the country to the other. We can fly over oceans. We can transport goods and services. We made the world a smaller place and much faster than doing it by ship. And the airline industry exploded and created multi-millionaires. These are industries that the government says are too big to fail, right? They ever get into financial trouble, the government would just bail them out. But this changed commerce as we have known it. And before I move on to the last thing, understand that. Let me show you how fast this stuff is moving. It all started with the railroad, right? The railroads were invented in the 19th century. So you're talking about all of human history until the 19th century, commerce was done a certain way. And with the advent of the railroad and all the technology after it, we're talking about a complete change in human history over the last 150 years. Complete change. That's how fast this thing is moving. And here's the greatest evolution of them all. It trumps all of them combined, called e-commerce, electronic commerce. The internet has allowed every single person on this planet who wishes to be able to participate in commerce. It's no longer a closed field. It's no longer a field just for the elite and wealthy and powerful. Every single one of you now has an opportunity to participate in commerce. And the reason why this is the greatest shift in wealth is because it's not about new money being generated. See, if you've ever hung around wealthy people, you'll learn real quickly that you hear the term old money and new money. If you guys are still with me, type Y in the chat box. You guys have been quiet for the last 20 minutes as I've been talking. So I either put you to sleep or you're listening to every word. Got to make sure you're still with me. I'm telling a story here. And the reason why I'm spending time on this is because the average person that you talk to on the street has absolutely no idea what I'm talking about. If you don't know your history, you're doomed to become a victim of it. So I want to make sure you have a clear understanding of our history, where we were, where we are today, and where we're going tomorrow. The millionaires and billionaires already understand this. They've already been playing this game. They're already like a chessboard getting themselves positioned. And the rest of us, like sheep, have no clue it's even taken place. So I want to make sure you're not the sheep. I want to make sure that you're one of the informed ones. You know what the 3% know. as I was saying about old money versus new money. Never in history has anybody been able to tap into old money unless you were born into it, inherited it, or you were married into it. Old money stays with old people and the old families. Bet you didn't know that the world is run by basically, 50 families, maybe less. And it's been that way for 5,000 years. But let me tell you how e-commerce is changing the game. Oh, don't think that the wealthy, the elite, aren't already positioned, because they are. They're already positioned. But we have a chance to be as well. Because now, the old way of commerce being done, you put your gas in the car, go down to a local store and purchase your goods. You go down to a local brick and mortar shop and purchase your goods that's owned by the rich families. See, that's how the old money continues to stay with the old money. What's happening now is old money is changing how it's being spent. Businesses are going from brick and mortar to click and order, which means that old money is now being moved through the internet. And we all have the ability to be positioned in front of it. To have, for the first time in history, old money come through our bank accounts. Is it in essence a redistribution of wealth? Last week you heard me talk about Gary Vaynerchuk. Remember his quote? I'm going to go off of memory, but he basically said, I am shocked that more people are clueless to the power and opportunity of e-commerce. That we are living through the greatest transfer of wealth and the second industrial revolution. And in this day and age of internet and speed of media, most people have no clue it's even taking place. I'm shocked by it. And people need to wake up. He's worth $40 million. And he's been tooting this horn for the last 4 or 5 years, which means I'm actually a little embarrassed because I'm only 9 months into this. It's embarrassing to me. As much as I thought I knew, how did I miss paying attention to something this big? I have an answer to that, which is the same answer for everybody else. We don't actually see it in our own day-to-day lives. At the same time, we're the ones that's fueling this. We flip over our laptop and we make purchases. Instead of going down to your local store, you want to find a better deal online. You do searches online. We are generating this trend and forcing businesses to adapt. And they are adapting. I read a Facebook post yesterday from a friend of mine in a different company, and it's funny that he said this. He said he went into a Applebee's, and at his table was like a computer screen, touch screen, where you just place your order right there and pay for it right there. And when the waiter came over, he said, wow, look at this technology. He said, yeah, it makes my job so much easier. And then he said to her, no, honey, you don't understand. Soon, it's going to replace your job. Wow. For the sake of convenience, a lot of stores are going to be closing, and a lot of people are going to lose their jobs, and they're not even going to understand why. It's all of our faults. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just an adaptation. So if we're adapting to the way we spend money, if businesses are adapting to the way they advertise to us, then don't you think you might need to adapt to how you earn money? I say yes. So before you can adapt, you must know what you're adapting to. Know your industry. The internet isn't a fad, it's a platform for evolution in communication, commerce, and culture. We are all consumers. 97% of consumers now use online media when researching products and services. even in their local area. Online sales hit 1.25 trillion in 2013. Do you want your part in this market? This is the next giant web innovation. Internet user growth is up more than 34%. Online sales is up 20%. Double-digit growth every single year. The mobile market is expected to reach 6 billion users. Alright, we already know about Michael Weeder. January 2014, Shopping Sherlock was ranked #1 top performer over the previous 6 months in the world, ahead of Origami Owl, Vorwerk, Wake Up Now, Motives, Unique, Savings Harry, all of them. We were #1. And what was embarrassing for me is 6 months before that, I had no idea who or what Shopping Sherlock was. I had no idea. Which let me know that I know I'm in the right business that's going to be here for the long period of time. The one burden that I carried in my last company, being the top producer, you have a heavy burden on you. Because not only are you working for your own personal family, but you have a responsibility to all those on your team as well. And you want to make sure that the company is stable. If you guys could live a week in my shoes during those times, it's a heavy burden. And to know that this company was a great success without me, I knew that I could help and benefit and take this company to the next level, but it's not going to go under. It's going to be here. It has magnificent growth. Alright, switch to the next slide. There we go. Now, what is our product? The S2 Saver finds you the best deals on the lowest prices, saves everyone up to 74%, saves you time, and best of all, it's free. I did a PBR tonight. That means a private business reception in one of our members' homes. And they just couldn't get over the fact that it's free. I said, it's not hard to understand. Well, how can you make money giving something away for free? How does Facebook make money? How does YouTube make money? How does Twitter, Amazon? They give their platform away for free. They crack the code. And ours is the same exact model. As a matter of fact, you guys, when you're out there talking to people, because we are in the process of rebranding ourselves, I've already submitted my petition to drop the shopping part of Sherlock. Because it sends a different message when people hear that. They think we're a shopping mall. Oh, there's a bunch of shopping malls out there. How's Sherlock any different? We are far more closely related to Google than Shop.com or Market America. We are not a shopping mall. We are a search engine portal that redirects you to the cheapest items on whatever it is you want to purchase. Yahoo was a search engine. Google, search engine. Bing, search engine. Sherlock, search engine. It's just our niche has to do with the transfer of money and products. Pulling out your credit card and making an internet transaction. That's our niche. Because we want to deliver to you products cheapest as possible. Now this is the old, like I said, this is the old slide, so the Sherlock doesn't even look like this anymore. The old version. Alright, you guys already know this. You already know the savings of the Sherlock. I will share this since this is a training. Because people always want to compare us to other companies. There is no comparison. And here's why. This is what I always say to people when I want to compare. I ask them, what are you selling? They tell me, you know what I say? We sell that too. What? What do you mean you sell it too? Whatever it is your company is selling, we sell it as well. That's not possible. Really? Have you ever heard of Visalis? Body by V Challenge Transformation Kit. I used to be on the 90-day challenge. I lost 15 pounds. The product works. The product was excellent. But I don't have 15 more pounds to lose, and I'm not buying the product anymore. So what happens when you're stuck with a whole bunch of product? What do people do? They either give it away or they sell it. So on the ViSalus site, the cost of the transformation kit is $311. We Sherlocked and got it for $199.43. That's $179 in free shipping on the same exact item. So if I was a customer and I wanted to buy your ViSalus products, why would I get it from you when I can Sherlock it and save almost $200? And it's the same exact thing. Anybody ever heard of Organo Gold? No, I have. Coffee. 70% of the planet drinks coffee, Brandon. I don't. But yeah, that's true. They do. But why should I buy it from you? On your website, you're selling it for $111. I Sherlocked it and got it for $35.74 with shipping and handling. That's a $75 savings, 68% savings. So why would I buy it from you? If I want to buy the Organo Gold coffee, I'll Sherlock it. Anybody heard of 5 Links? 5 Links was selling a 5 Links Velocity V2 Android tablet for $239.99. Why should I buy it from you when I can Sherlock it and get it for $120? That's a savings of $119.99. I don't like you that much to pay another $100 needlessly. So that's always my reply to anybody from another company trying to get me into their business. I'm like, why? I can sell exactly what you're selling for less. Alright, you guys already know this stuff, the product. Become an affiliate. The average company charges you $500 to $1,300 to sign up in their business. The closest competitor to Sherlock, they charge $3,000 to join. $3,000. Are you kidding me? Even if I pay $3,000, I don't think I know too many other people who's going to come out the pocket $3,000 for a shopping mall. See, ours is a one-time fee of $249. That's less than the smartphone you have in your hand right now. The monthly fee is $34.95. That's less than your cell phone bill. $34.95. We have no shipping costs, no inventory, no waiting for results, no retailing, no monthly product to buy, and no high startup cost. This is a free product that pays. We give away the Sherlock for free, and we help people save time and money while you make money. Now, there's so many ways to earn more than this now. Sherlock usage income, 20% override of the Sherlock usage income, home services, sales and commissions, resort voucher, fast start bonus, sales cycle bonus, subscription cycle bonus, team builder bonus, global check match, diamond global check match, and equity. And I want to see if this video did load for me. So let me see if I can pull this video up. Alright, it should have loaded for everybody. Although I see Dino and Fabian's is moving slow. I think Dino because he's in Japan. But let's go ahead and talk about the money.
Shopping Sherlock.
Take a look.
Shopping Sherlock pays you for sharing the product and company with others. It's the perfect way to earn residual income just by helping other people to have a better life. It is so simple to make money with Shopping Sherlock, and people from all over the world are earning an extra income with this incredible business. This video helps you to understand how you can earn income as a Shopping Sherlock affiliate when you start to share the business with others. Shopping Sherlock pays out commissions in 9 different ways through 2 different avenues: usage commissions and team commissions. Let's talk about usage commissions first. Usage commissions are paid out based on the number of active users you have registered to the Shopping Sherlock product and the level of activity they take. The more your users use the product, the more you earn. Simple. And what you will find is that people continue to use the Sherlock as they keep saving time and money. The cool thing is that as you share the product with others and they share it with their friends and so on, your savings network begins to grow. And as these users begin to save time and money, you will benefit. It is also important to note that you don't actually have to sell a Sherlock system to be able to earn usage income. You can also earn a 20% override bonus on any usage commissions that your frontline team earns. All you have to do to qualify for this is reach the level of Power Affiliate. Then we have the team commissions. As you begin to build a team of people that want to become an affiliate like you will start to earn team commissions. This is based on the number of new sales and subscriptions in your team. We have a binary pay plan, which means you have two teams, a left and a right team. You begin by placing your first affiliate in one and your second in your other team. You are now qualified to receive any team bonuses. You are now also a star affiliate, the first rank in our pay plan, and have also received your first fast start commission of $100. Also, for every 2 affiliates that you personally bring in to Shopping Sherlock, you will earn $100. And there is no limit on the number of $100 bonuses you can earn. As your 2 teams begin to grow, you will be rewarded cycle commissions, which is paid out each week. For every 2 affiliates that join your left team and 2 that join your right team, you will earn a $50 cycle bonus. And it doesn't matter if you have sponsored them or not. For every 2 matching payments of monthly membership on your left and right team, you will earn a $10 residual cycle bonus. As your team grows, so will your $50 and $10 bonuses. But it only gets better when you reach the rank of Global Affiliate, and you will begin to earn a 20% check match of all your team's cycle commissions. There is no limit on this. But when you get to Diamond Affiliate, this jumps up to a staggering 30% check match. Isn't that amazing? We have a number of ranks with Shopping Sherlock. Everyone starts their journey as an affiliate. The next rank up is a star affiliate, where you have 1 affiliate on either side. Power is the next rank, when you have a minimum of 4 direct affiliates and a team total of 12 affiliates. If you do this in your first 15 days, you will earn an extra $200 bonus. You will also begin to earn the 20% override. Global is next, and to reach this goal, you need a minimum of 4 direct power affiliates and a team of 12 power affiliates. And if you do this within your first 180 days, you will receive an additional bonus of $2,000, as well as starting to earn the 20% check match. The last up is the Diamond Affiliate, when you have a team of 16 global affiliates across 8 different lines of sponsoring. You then get 30% check match on your entire team. Last up, Shopping Sherlock offers its affiliates the chance of earning a part of the company. 5% is given up to create 2 equity pools, 2.5% for global affiliates and 2.5% for Diamond affiliates. So why not start your Shopping Sherlock journey today and make a better life for you and your family?
Alright, that's a very simple video to understand. In fact, you guys need to be putting that video in as many people's hands as possible. That's how you share the Sherlock opportunity. So let's go over a couple of these ways that we get paid. First is the Sherlock usage income. Yeah, Dino, stand by, because when I talk about the promotions, you're one of our top producing powers in the company. I'm going to have you come up and share your story and what the Japanese organization is doing right now. You guys are on fire right now, and everybody sees it. So I want them to be able to hear from you. It's rare that they can hear from you. So number 1 is the Sherlock app itself. And I say app because next month we're going to be launching our mobile app, and the mobile app is the future of this company. It's the future of this company. As Dino will tell you guys, overseas, most of the people don't have desktops. They don't have laptops. They all have smartphones and tablets and devices, mobile devices. They do all of their work and internet access and everything and online purchasing from the mobile devices. So that's the future of our company. But the way it works right now, you give away the Sherlock. And people say, how much money do I make when I give away the Sherlock? Well, if you have an active user An active user means that they're doing at least 100 clicks a month. That doesn't mean they're going to Shopping Sherlock 100 times a month. You can go to the Sherlock one time. As I did today, we were looking up a 60-inch Samsung TV. That one search qualified for about 20 to 25 clicks because we just kept clicking on stuff, looking at different websites. So the average person using the Sherlock about twice a week makes them active for the month. The Sherlock this month paid almost $2 per Sherlock that was an active user. So if you go out there and get a whole bunch of customers and nobody's actually using it, you don't get paid. They have to use the Sherlock. And I didn't necessarily say they have to make purchases. I said they have to use it. Just like Facebook, YouTube, Amazon. The vendors are paying us to bring them customers. And then we make even more if the customer makes a purchase. So how does our Sherlock become more valuable? How does it raise from $2 and more? That's based on how much more people are actually making purchases on the Sherlock. Increases the value of the Sherlock for each of us. So right now, as of this month, is at $2. By the end of the year, we want to have it close to $4 per Sherlock. Do you realize how huge that is? That means you can earn 4 figures in this business and not recruit a single person. This isn't a recruiting thing where you got to recruit a whole lot of people to make money, contrary to some people's belief. It's about customer acquisition. You sign up a lot of customers that are using the product, you make a lot of money. And by giving the product away for free, we can get a whole lot of customers. I was talking to a woman today at the meeting. She said, I lead a women's group. And the women's group is women that's getting close to retirement age and trying to figure out what to do after you retire. Because now they're going to be losing money. They got to bring more money in. How we can make money from home? She said this will be perfect for them. 1, they love to shop. 2, they're starting to shop online. And they share everything. If they find out that they can save money doing this, they're going to tell everybody about it. So that's the Sherlock. Another way is overrides. If you personally enroll 4 people in the business, you don't even have to be a power. But you enroll 4 people in the business. You now qualify to earn a 20% check match on the people you personally enrolled, all of their Sherlock customers. So let's say you sign up Diana in the business. Diana is making $1,000 a month off of her Sherlock customers. You make $200 a month off of those same customers. Now, as affiliates, we only get paid 2 levels when it comes to the Sherlock itself. You get paid on the Sherlocks you give away, and you also get paid on the Sherlocks the people you signed up into the business, they give away. But you must have personally enrolled 4. That's one thing that Dino always says to me. He's like, Brandon, you need to stop saying that 2 getting 2, because we teach everybody over here in Japan 4 getting 4. You need to have 4 to get promoted. So we're not talking 2, we're talking 4. Guys got that? Now here's how you're going to get another way to get paid. $100 bonuses. You enroll 2 people in the business, you get $100. There's no limit to how many people you can personally enroll. I personally enrolled 130 something. I don't know. I got to look it up again. That doesn't necessarily mean they will all stay active. I can guarantee you they all will not stay active. I guarantee this. The industry, and this is industry-wide, not just for any particular company. states that you will lose about 70% of your team over time. Meaning 70% of your team will quit, give up, or do whatever. That doesn't mean the business is bad. It doesn't mean you're bad. That's just the numbers. That's just the way it is. People are people. Can't force them to do things. The majority of your income will always be from at least 30% of your team or less. So if you ended up having 30,000 people in your downline, 7 to 10,000 of them will be active. That's just the way it is. So what happens if you enroll more than 2 people? Well, you create spillover now. And this is when you have the team cycle bonuses. For every 2 on the left, you only have 2 teams. Team 1 and Team 2. You're going to earn a $50 cycle bonus on every 2 that come on the left and every 2 that come on the right. Now, here is why that is so important that got me excited. In fact, I remember when I met Michael Weeder for the first time, and he was telling me about the Sherlock and the comp plan, and he kept saying, well, Brandon, we pay out 68% on every dollar, 69%. I was like, so? He said, well, we took your organization on what you were making in your last company, and if you did the same exact thing over here, you would be making more than double what you were making. I said, why? Well, in my last company, I was only getting paid 7 levels deep. And out of the 6,000 people we had put in business, 4,000 of them was below the 7th level. Now, RVPs got paid below the 7th level $1 per active person, which wasn't bad. But out of the thousands of people we had in the company, there were only 4 RVPs, which meant only 4 people in the entire company's history ever got paid below the 7th level. And it wasn't that much, trust me. With the Sherlock, we're allowing every single person who gets promoted to the first position of the company to get paid through infinity. Now, there is breakage. The breakage depends on your rank. Well, what does that mean by breakage, Brandon? Well, obviously, infinity will bankrupt the company. So when we say through infinity, if you're a team, I'm about to go to old school. If you're a star affiliate, as a star affiliate, you earn up to $2,000 a week on the cycle bonuses. That's $8,000 a month. Well, Brandon, that's not infinity payout, is it? Yes, it is. Why? You want to know what may happen? The first 7 people in one leg may end up doing absolutely nothing. And then all of a sudden you have somebody like Dino that falls on your team 20 levels down. So if you weren't getting paid through infinity, then you would have never ran into somebody like Dino. It just caps out at $2,000 a week as a star affiliate. And it goes up. We'll talk about that in a moment. But those $50 cycle bonuses go all the way down through infinity. You can be 500 levels deep and still get paid. Now let's see what would happen if you were going to get paid those $50 through infinity. If you had 10 on your left and 10 on your right, that's 5 cycles. So 5 cycles times 50 is $250 you just made in commissions. That doesn't mean you signed up 10. You might have only signed up 2. But you have a total of 20 people on your team, 10 on the left, 10 on the right, $250. What if you had 100 on your left and 100 on your right? Exponential growth. We ask you a question. Would you rather be given $1 million up front or have a penny a day doubled for a year? Trick question for some. I did this with my sons. And my youngest one surprised me. He's 6. And when I said, would you rather have $1 million up front or a penny a day doubled for a year, he said, I want a penny a day doubled. I'm like, you're just learning your additions and subtractions and multiplications. Why would you choose that? He said, because at the end of the year, I'm going to have a whole lot more pennies than I have $1 million. Smart kid. Very smart kid. If you guys can still hear me, type Y in the chat box. You've been quiet for another 20 minutes. Make sure I haven't lost you. Here's what happens if you have 100 on the left and the right. That's 50 cycles. That's $2,500. $2,500. What if you had 1,000 on your left and 1,000 on your right? This should be part of your goal. Okay? 1,000 on your left and 1,000 on your right. Power Team Marketing just hit 2,000 people on our team. As good as that is, to my schedule, because I have my own personal goals, we are way behind. When we first started last September, my goal by this time, January of 2014, was to have 10,000 members on our team by now. That was my goal. Well, we fell short. We have 2,000. We'll get there. Just take a little longer. So if you had 1,000 on your left and 1,000 on your right, that's 500 cycles. That's $25,000. Remember, these people can fall anywhere in your downline. It might be 1,000 levels deep. Doesn't matter. Now, what happens the second month when everybody is paying the $34.95? And this is why duplication is so important. This is why the residual is so important. Why the subscription fee? It's only $1.15 a day, $34.95. Well, instead of the $50 cycle bonus, now you're going to earn $10 cycle bonus down through infinity. So yeah, it's great that you got the $50, but you want to make sure everybody is still paying their $34.95, because this is what's going to build your long-term back-end residual income. Now here's what it looks like. If you had 10 on your left and your right, that's $50 a month. At least you're covered your $34.95. I'm not even talking about the customers now. All right, just enrolling your building your team. If you had 100 on your left and your right, that's $500 a month. What could you do with an extra $500 a month on top of what you're already making? What if you had 1,000 on your left and 1,000 on your right? That's 500 cycles. That's $5,000 a month. Now, someone told me that, Brandon, $5,000 a month is not a lot of money. That depends on who you're talking to. For some people, that eliminates their second job. For some people, that eliminates the job they have. They can work at home full time. $5,000 a month is a lot of money to the 97 percenters. However, I'm not a 97 percenter. I want to be in the top 3%, the 1%. And here's how. Another way we get paid. Global Power 20% check match. This is checkmate. Game over. Why? Well, most companies have a matching bonus. I was just pitched by a company called Paycation. Still don't realize if they're illegal or not. And they were telling me about their check match bonus. But you only get paid 7 levels deep. And they were bragging that they get 100% check match if you enroll a certain amount of people. I say, yeah, that sounds good, but guess what I earn? 20% check match on my entire team. On everybody in my organization, until the next global hits. So I'll give you an example. Dino, I don't know, 20 levels down or so, there's a global between me and Dino. So everything that's happening in Japan, that global is getting a 20% check match on everything everybody in Japan is earning. Can you imagine that? Dino is close to hitting global himself. When that happens, not only will he be earning his own regular commissions, but also 20% check match on the entire country. He's also in the Philippines and looking to go into Korea and Brazil, and he's in France and South Africa. 20% check match. So let's take a look at this. Let's say you have 144 members on your team. That's the bare minimum you need to be a global anyway if everything works out perfectly. Remember, to be a global, you need to have 12 powers, 4 of them personally enrolled by you. 12 powers. You're now a global. So if you help those 144 people earn at least $100 a month, that's why the $34.95 is so important. I don't even look at the $50 cycle bonus because that's bonus. That's one-time money. I always call bonus funny money. Here today, gone tomorrow. I want the long-term residual. That's the $34.95. That's the $10 residual. And that is only 30% of your income. But I want to stick with that. So you help your people to earn $100 each. That's $2,800 a month for you. I think Dino's almost at 144 members on his team. Getting close to there. What if you had 300 members on your team? Oh, look at that. Look at that, Dino. Almost perfect. 143 members on your team. Now imagine you're a global. And imagine you helped all 144 members to earn at least $100 each. That's an extra $2,800 a month. 300 members is $6,000 a month. People ask me, Brandon, how many people do I need on my team to earn at least 5 figures and break that $10,000 a month mark? Well, if you had 600 members on your team, you help them to earn $100 each, that's $12,000 a month. $12,000 a month. What if you had 1,000 members? You helped 1,000 members to earn $100 each. That's an extra $20,000 a month for you. By this time next year, my goal is to have over 10,000 people in Power Team Marketing. 1 year from today. 1 year from today. Now let's talk about banked volume, because a lot of people don't understand this too much. And in fact, it's the people who quit who really don't get it. I had one person quit that had over $25,000 in banked volume. Are you crazy? You mean to tell me you let $34.95 stop you? You had $25,000 in the bank, but you weren't willing to pay the $34.95? I challenge your business sense. Sorry, I got to challenge your business sense on that one. You're not adding up the numbers just right. But how do you have banked volume? Well, this is a binary. You have a left team and a right team. Sometimes, or most of the time, you're going to have one team that grows faster than the other. And that's just how it is. One team is going to grow faster than the other. Do you lose any money? No, because remember, to get the cycle bonuses, you need to have it 2 on the left, 2 on the right. But what if you have 10 on your right and only 2 on the left? Well, that's only one cycle, $50. What happens to the other 8 people? Well, the money that you would have made off of them goes into your banked volume, waiting for you to collect. I'll give you an example. If I look at my legs right now, I have one leg that has about 500, maybe more people than the other leg. So my slow leg, the weak leg, for every 2 people that join, I get $50. I don't have to wait till the other side because the other side's already done it. So look at it as money in the bank. It's just sitting there waiting for you to collect. And the only way to lose that is if you decide, I want to cancel my $34.95. Which, like I said, it's crazy. There's people, Dino doesn't even know who these people are. But there's people above Dino, below me, that have canceled, and they canceled below Japan started to blow up. They have absolutely no idea how much money they're leaving on the table. Blows my mind. Here's our ladder of success. Star affiliate is the first position. Enroll 2 people and get 5 customers. You are now a star affiliate. You can earn up to $2,000 a week in the cycle bonuses. The next position is power. You need to have a total of 12 people on your team, 4 of them personally enrolled by you. Now again, when people say this, that doesn't look like a binary, Brandon, because this is a hybrid binary. It's also a unilevel. As a matter of fact, the most money you're going to make is not from the binary, it's from your unilevel. Remember I said that later on, when you want to do your own research. It's the unilevel. See, if you personally enroll 4 people, remember only 2 of them was on your front line. The other 2 fall underneath the others. But on the report, you are still their sponsor. And each of them represents 1 leg for you. So you sponsor 4 people, help them to hit star affiliate, you are now a power affiliate. Power affiliates can now earn up to $3,000 a week in cycle bonuses. You give away 10 Sherlocks. Now I want to bring up Dino. Now those of you who don't know, Dino is the individual that's responsible for Japan. He's sitting on top of all of Japan. He's working very hard, day and night. It's hard when you have different language barriers. And May 1st, I think Dino got started maybe, I don't remember if it was January or February. I think it was January. But it wasn't until May 1st that things started to just explode for him and his team. And what I mean by explode, I mean explode. They're doing numbers right now almost at pace of what Power Team did last year at the very beginning, or 2012, what Power Team did. They're on pace for that. So Dino, I'm going to unmute your mic. Let us know what it feels like to be in Shopping Sherlock, and also what it feels to be a power, and you're close to getting to global, and what you guys are doing in Japan to have the success that you're having. So, Dino, I unmuted your mic. I can hear you.
Thank you, Brandon. Thank you very much. And it's always good to talk with you. I stay constantly in touch with you, as you know. We just downloaded an app so that I can call you at any given time. But it's exciting. It really is. We've got a heck of a team here. They're really enthused, really going at it in Nagoya. I have affiliates under me in the 3 largest cities in Japan. That's Tokyo, Osaka, and Nagoya. My largest numbers are right here in Nagoya with me. As a matter of fact, we're getting ready to walk out of the house now, Chieko and I, and go to a jazz concert. And after that, we're coming back to the planning committee because we're going to do our first event. We're going to hold our first Shopping Sherlock event in Nagoya on July 6th. From then, we're going to just go, to every major city. We're going to Tokyo. We've got a person in Tokyo who just signed on. under my affiliate. Actually, she echoes, but it's our friend. We know Desmond Soon. He's out of Canada. He's stepped into Canada for a short while, but he's got direct connections with Japan. His wife is Korean, Japanese, and they're starting to put together the Korean presentation. We've already put together the Japanese presentation. We've got a lady just signed on last week, Brazilian, who's Brazilian Japanese. She's got direct connections to China. This is getting very exciting, Brandon. And what I don't know, I lost track. But nonetheless, we're going into the month of July, looking forward to doing events across Japan, at least the 3 major cities. We have Osaka, where Yuzo Ochiai, a good friend of mine, business friend of mine, he's Japanese. He did the Japanese presentation, and he's got a Japanese downline there where he became power. He became one of my first powers, as a matter of fact. And I'm looking to go global next month. I think I will definitely be global before the end of the month. And as a matter of fact, I have no doubt at the time I hit global, there will be 3 globals in Japan. It will be Fedovero Baby Lynn, who I call affectionately Super K. She's the one that's helping us to explode. Chieko and myself will definitely be globals by the end of next month. I have no doubt. But this is exciting. We know for sure that here in Japan, they love to use their mobile devices, smartphones. They don't, as you said, they don't use the computer so much, but they are, constantly on the internet and web. We start giving this away for free. We start basically just showing folks the opportunity. We know what's getting ready to happen. We have first-person presence right here in Asia, and we're very excited about that.
All right. Thank you very much, Dino, and you guys go have fun at the jazz concert, and congratulations on your success, and we thank you for everything you guys are doing out there in Japan.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you always, Brandon. Always appreciate your help. I always tell you that.
Yes, sir. All right, and moving on. In fact, he mentioned Super K. Super K may actually hit global before this month is out. Today is the 21st. Just tracking it, I think she's got 7 or 8 globals underneath her. Powers underneath her, and she's pushing hard. She wants to hit global before the month is out. But yeah, by the end of July, we're going to have several new globals on our team, and we're very excited about that. And guys, for those of you in the U.S., I say this over and over again. We haven't hit momentum in the United States. We haven't gone viral in the United States. That's not just our team. That's just the company as a whole. So it will happen, but until then, don't be shy about talking to people outside the country. Asking people, who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? See, if I look at, I think this will be the first time that I actually will share this, but I will, just to give you guys the lineage on how things work. I can't show my back office, but I certainly can name some names. Now I'm going to tell you guys the genealogy, because people always ask that, between me and Dino. And I work with Dino personally. In fact, I tell all of you guys this, it doesn't matter to me where you are on our team. It doesn't matter to me where you are in the company. I'm here to help everybody. In fact, I like to spend my time at the bottom of the organization, because those individuals are just as popular or as important as us. So the way this genealogy works, it was me, then a person who quit named Chris McCoy. That was the biggest. Silly. Then you have Bernard Lee. Then below Bernard Lee, Jacques Fele. Then Discount. No. I'm going the wrong leg. Bronson Salcido. Let's keep going down. Then there's a Chris Little. And below Chris, Wendell Jones. Below Wendell. Tyrone Harris. Below Tyrone, you have Safety Counts. Then you have Carter Townsend. Then you have Fields Marketing. Then you have Will Howell. Then you have Itsam, well, formerly known as Dwight Rucker, Itsam Khatib, out of Vegas, but it doesn't stop there. Then you have Coco's Creations, because Itsam is Dino's sponsor. Then you have, this is why spillover works, Damon Bates. Then you have a Edgar Torres. Then you have Natural Transitions Hair Spa. Then you have Emmanuel Sivad, Deborah Lewis, Jemiah Edmondson, Hoffman Inc., and then you have Dino Crawley. You see how many people down that is between me and Dino. The only way to lose is to quit. The majority of those names that I brought up to you quit the business. And they have no idea that they're overriding one of the fastest growing teams in the entire company. Baby Lynn, for the month of May, was the number 2 producer in the entire company, and she would have been number 1. But she was helping out other team members. I don't know, 15, 20 names I named off there that would be sitting on top of all of Japan, but to them, things weren't happening fast enough, and $34.95 was too big of a deal, and they quit. Talk about losing out on a multi-million-dollar opportunity. That's how many people between me and Dino. And that's what's going to happen for you guys. It's not about the person you personally enroll. Chances are the people you personally enroll aren't going to be the ones that get you to where you want to be and may probably quit on you. It's who do they know, and who do they know who knows somebody, who knows somebody, who knows somebody, who knows somebody. All of a sudden someone's in Russia. Someone's in Brazil. Someone's in Ecuador. Someone's in Australia. And then all of a sudden they sign up somebody in New York who makes $1 million. Comes back full circle. I noticed that too, that somebody on Dino's team just signed somebody else up in the United States today. And it could have been somebody that one of you guys know. The only way to lose is to give up. And you know, the next position is the global power position. Global power. That's the game changer. You need to have 12 powers on your team, 40 customers? No, 20 customers. And Dino, make sure you got your 20 customers. I think you do already. You can earn up to $20,000 a week on the cycle bonuses. That means the $50 and the $10 cycle bonuses, $20,000 a week. That's where it caps off at. You're going to get a 20% check match. That's going to end up being 50% of your income. 20% check match on everybody on your team until the next global hits. And then, most important of all, you're now going to get equity in the company. Equity. Globals are considered one of the leaders. We have special global calls once a month with the CEO. So you got to be a global so you can get onto that call, hear privileged information about up and coming things before we announce it to the company. And 2.5% ownership of the company is split between all the globals. Do we have any globals on the line right now? I didn't even look to see. No other globals on right now. The top position is Diamond. 40 Sherlock customers, earn up to $20,000 a week, but now you get a raise on the 20% check match. You're going to earn a 30% check match on all your open line production. That means where there is no global, you earn 30%. If you do have a global before you, you still earn 30% on your global, but now that global's earning 20% below them. But since you're a diamond, you now earn 10% below your globals. So you can have 50 globals in one leg, and you're still going to earn 10% on all the business below the globals. Simon Brooks is the first $1 million earner in our company, and the majority of his income is coming between the 30 and the 10% check match. Can you imagine either earning 30 or a 10% check match on 15 to 20,000 people in your downline? That is crazy. Over the next 2 to 3 years, once we are mature, it doesn't mean just because you hit global, you're making $20,000 a week. No, it needs to mature. When it's growing, a mature global, not a baby global. You'll get there. But as a diamond, earning 30 or 10% on your entire team. You know, you go to businessforhome.org and look at the top money earners. You're going to see those, the top 20 and then top 10 are going to be from Shopping Sherlock. People making not $50,000 a month, not $75,000 a month, not $100,000 a month, but how about $250,000 a month and more? That's what you're going to see coming from Shopping Sherlock. And I predict that the person that's going to make the most money does not even know Shopping Sherlock exists right now. They don't. They're either going to come out of Russia, China, Japan, or Brazil. One of those countries. That's my own prediction. Simon hates when I say that because Simon says, no, they're going to come out of the UK or Sweden or France or Germany or Spain or North Africa or Israel or South Africa. I just have a funny bone that they're going to come out of one of those other countries. How would you like to override those individuals? See, the only difference between me and the people above Dino, who sat on top of Dino as well, is that they quit and I didn't. That's the only difference. The reason why I'm going to make $1 million a month and they're not is because they quit and I didn't. That's the difference between you and your success. Now that's the comp plan. I mean, this is all like a regular presentation. That's the compensation plan. And I highly recommend, I'll do some screen sharing right now so that you guys can at least see this. Because I don't think you're utilizing this website like you should. Let me screen share. Go to powerteammarketing.com. Powerteammarketing.com. Right here is a link that says compensation plan. Click on that link, and here's specific videos about the compensation plan. 2 Getting 2 comp plan. Here are all the videos. Study them. You won't be able to sleep when you have and you'll have a good direction on what to do. I had a person tell me, Brandon, I'm quitting the business because I'm not making any money. I said, I don't understand. What do you mean you're not making any money? The compensation plan sucks. I said, really? Do you understand the comp plan? Yeah. So how many people do you have on your team? 450. How many of them on your left side? 410. How many on your right side? 40. Huh. So you don't understand the compensation plan, then, is what you're telling me. You only need to build 2 legs. 2. The company that he jumped to, you need to build 3. You only need 2 teams. That's it. And you're getting spillover from your upline. So know the compensation plan. Let's go back here. Does anybody have any questions? I know I'm going like I got 5 minutes. Anybody have any questions? If a prospect asks for a comp plan video, which is the best to use? The best to use is the corporate comp plan video, which is this one. It's the one I played during this presentation. And it is called Shopping Sherlock Affiliate Program. It's this one right here. This is the best video to use for a compensation plan because it gives a basic rundown of our comp plan. And then after that, you can get to the other ones for more detail. Anybody have any other questions? If you have any questions, type it in the chat box or raise your flag, and I will unmute you so that you can speak. Even on the conference call line, if you have any question on the conference call line, hit *6 to unmute yourself. I hope this made sense. This was recorded, and I will have this up since it went over an hour. It's going to take me a little bit of time, but I will have it uploaded as soon as possible that you can always go back and reference. I also encourage you to go to the Shopping Sherlock homepage and look at the detailed compensation plan on the homepage. And watch all the comp plan videos, and then sit down and write a goal on how much money you want to make, how fast you want to get there, and then you look at the compensation plan and you know what you have to do to make that happen. You know what you have to do to execute. Alright, the last video I'm going to play tonight is called Focus on the Goal and Not the Task. Here's the plan if you want to get to $2,450 a month by the end of the summer, starting now. I don't care if you've been in the business for 6 months. Today is a brand new day. Or use Monday as a brand new day, the last week of June, going into July. The resort voucher is not up. We pulled that down because we were renegotiating and getting a better deal. So I don't have a timetable on when that's coming back up. But it's down for now. But here's what you do. Your first week in business, enroll 2 people. So if you're not even brand new and you're starting all over, sign up 2 brand new people. Over the past 3 weeks, I've signed up 4 by myself. Started all over. Enroll 2 brand new people. The second week, you help those 2 enroll 2 people. The third week, you help those 4 enroll 2 people. And this just duplicates over and over and over again. It's all about duplication. It's not about you doing a whole lot. It's about you doing your part. 2, 2, 2, and everybody does their part. I like the line, if everybody does their part, everybody walks off their job. I also like this line. Remember this. Businesses have moved from brick and mortar to click and order. And my wife liked that one. She just walked past me. You like that one? Brick and mortar to click and order. Even waitresses are now in jeopardy. I'm telling you, did I tell you about the story of an Applebee's that now has where you can order whatever you want on like a touch screen device, and you can pay for your meal right there on the touch screen device? No, you pay for it at the end, but you don't go through the waitress anymore. And my friend said when the waitress came over, the waitress said, "Yeah, I love that machine. It makes my job so much easier." And he was like, "No, you don't understand. This is going to take the place of your job soon." Technology. Technology. But if you do that 2 getting 2, by the end of 8 weeks, you've made over $6,000 in bonuses, and you're at $2,450 a month residual income. See, I like to give you real numbers, not flash money in front of you, not sit in front of a car that's rented in a house talking about everybody needs to wake up. No. I'm going to tell you the reality. This is a business. This is not a game. This is a business that's a marathon that takes time to grow. I'm going to show you how to realistically get yourself to $2,400 a month. And then we can reach new goals after that part is done. But But all you have to do is get 2, not 3, 2. And teach 2 how to get 2. And teach those 2 how to get 2. And you're not paying $99 a month. You're paying $34.95. So don't be satisfied with $600. How about $2,400 a month by 2 getting 2, getting 2, getting 2? It's not rocket science. We keep it as simple as possible. So thank you guys for joining us tonight. I'll get this recording back out to you guys. So take a look at this video. I love playing this video. Focus on the goal and not the task. We will see you all tomorrow. Remember, we have a live webinar with Diamond Chuck Williams, and he's been getting better and better. I got to admit that. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. And following that is our team call at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. So thank you guys. See you all tomorrow. Pass this video on to your download. God bless and good night. Bye-bye.